Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew, and today we are settling this once and for all. This ongoing debate, which literally no one has ever asked to do, but I decided to do it because I had both the figures. The Funkos versus the Deformation Kings. The debate will finally come to an end. No more ands, no more ifs, no more buts. This is it. In this corner, we have the Funko Pop Original Godzilla. And in this corner, we have the Deformation Original Godzilla. Now, previously, I did him versus the Heat Ray for round 1. Round 2 was a tag team with him and the Heat Ray versus him and the Burning. And then round 3 was a tag team 3v3 with this guy, Heat Ray and Mecha, versus Godzilla versus him, Burning, and King Ghidorah. And round 1 was a tie, round 2 was Funko, round 3 was Funko. Let's see if Deformation can get some jabs in here, 1v1, against a accessoryless Godzilla here. And so yeah, you already know the rules. Sculpt and paint, articulation, size, accessories, price, and availability. Let's go. Round 1, sculpt and paint. This is a bit of a tough one, because previously it was about consistency, but since there's no extra figures we're taking a look at right now, everything is going to be judged based on this whole sculpt and paint and what these figures have to offer. Now, QC can vary, so we're not going to directly point out any QC issues, although I will point out some on mine for my figures. But for like the big majority of the sculpt and paint, consistent across a bunch of figures, because I have seen a bunch of reviews of these guys. So this Godzilla, the Funko, has a green wash over top a kind of a gray-blue color scheme, and it looks really nice. He has a very cute face with solid black eyes, as almost all Funko Pops do. Solid black claws, and individually sculpted teeth, which are painted flawlessly. Also, underside has some more of that dry brushing on the tail, and some really nice detail underneath the feet, and then you get some copyright information. Pretty nice there. It also has some nice detail right on the chin. I wonder if that's like a... For him, the Deformation King, I will say that the details also really fantastic. The paint is almost flawless, as it has a lot of nice detailing in the cracks and crevices where it needs to be. The mouth looks perfect. It just looks amazing overall. What I'll also say is the toenails are really well painted and shaded too. But what's not so good are the claws. They tried the same effect that they did with the toes, and didn't get really the same effect. I see the effect they were trying to go for, but it just didn't work out, because now it just looks like a bunch of scratches and scuffs and incomplete parts. So, which one do I think overall is the better figure in terms of sculpt and paint? He has the bunch more brighter and better paint apps. Even though his is near perfect, I think that he would just need some more variety. His is perfect in of where it's like applied and how it's applied. Never said anything about the color. In terms of color, I will say he's more accurate to the movie, or the movies, because it's King of the Monsters, it's GVK, but it's almost the same. Although GVK did go some brief design changes, like more scarring, better detail, fixed eyes, and a bigger set of dorsal plates. But his is much more better in that it pops more, I'd say. But in terms of like QC issues with the paint, he has a bit more, because sometimes it's not enough, sometimes he needs more, sometimes it's too much. Mine is just spot on, but again, QC issues are just, it can vary, so QC issues aren't necessarily a big problem. But from what I've seen, this ain't a QC issue, like the claws. It's like that on almost every figure. So, does that mean he loses the point? I'm going to have to say it's a tie. He has better paint in terms of variety and how it's applied and like how vibrant it is, versus he has near perfect paint, but I just feel like it could be a little bit more vibrant, and the claws are still horrible. But that being said, it's a tie point for this round. None of these are articulated figures, so we're gonna really skip round 2 with again another tie. Round 3, size, and again it's another tie. Man, that's 3 ties in a row. This is getting intense. Also, if anyone's gonna wonder why this is a tie, literally go watch the last 3 videos. I literally point out that these guys are meant to scale with their own lines. Not to mention, even though the Funkos are a bit bigger than the Deformation Kings, although I think the Funkos might weigh more. Huh. But they're meant to scale with their own lines. He's meant to scale with his own Funko line. He's meant to scale with his own Deformation line, Deformation King line, which is only 3 figures, not 6, 3 figures. Him, Burning, and Ghidorah. So take your pick for scaling. So I'm gonna again give size a tie for that round. Round 4 shall be accessories, and again, you might think it's a tie, right? Nope. Remember what I said, accessoryless Godzilla versus a Godzilla that has an accessory. Literally the same thing I've talked about like multiple times already, so I don't need to go over it. It's a blue building base with a bunch of rubble. This guy's getting that point, so finally someone gets a point for accessories. Price is another is round 5, and he is $10. He's about 20 to 25. Doesn't matter if he's fairly cheap still. He's at least he's way cheaper, like half as cheap. So $10 will get you that. 25 bucks will get you this. So there you go. He wins the points for round 5. And round 6 is availability, and I can already kind of tell where this is going. You can find both of them at your major retailers, comic shops, or wherever you can find them. Secondary markets, whatever it may be. And none of them seem to have a leg over the other, like a leg up over the other, so it's another tie point. Bring us to a grand total of sculpt and paint tie point, articulation tie point, size tie point, a point for accessories, a for the Banpresto, a point for I keep forgetting, price, and then availability 5 on 5. It's a tie. I mean, I don't even know what I was expecting. But you know what? I think there's already a winner. The Funkos. You guys kept track of these 4 videos, and you remember that Funko won the first video. And then, actually, was it a tie? Oh no, it was a tie for the first video. And then it was, actually, was it a tie? Oh geez, I can't even remember. Okay, now I remember. It was a tie. And then round 2, Funko. Round 3, Funko. And now we have another tie. So hold on, I guess that would be like that. So 4-2, counting tie points. The winner of this unintentional video series is the Funkos. Do I recommend these over the Bandai Banpresto? Well, it depends on what you like more. If you like just chibi little cutesy Godzillas to just go on your desk or go on your shelf, you have a bit of spare money uh, to spend, a little spare money to spend, go on these. These are very, very inexpensive, and there's a bunch of them. These ones feel more like tiny little X Plus figures. Granted, they're not the same quality, but these still feel like tiny little X Plus figures. Identical detail, on par paint almost, and they're just really tiny little devils. That's really, how tall is he compared to? There you go, that's a pair. But honestly, at the end of the day, they're both winners, even though in terms of the video series, the Funkos are the winners. So, that's it. This is the final video. Unless I get bored and decide to do a Burning versus Heat Ray, or Ghidorah versus Mechagodzilla. That probably will happen. But you know what? For now, this is the last one. But that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, definitely leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everyone.